Have you ever seen a street light that's out, flickering, or just not working right? When a professional comes to fix it, they have a system, almost like a detective solving a mystery, to get that light working quickly and safely. Today, we're going to peek over their shoulders and understand how they fix these powerful HPS lights right where they stand. When a technician arrives at a broken HPS street light, the goal is to diagnose and fix it within 10 to 15 minutes. Why so fast? Because it takes time and money just to get a truck there and set up a ladder or a bucket lift. If they spend longer than 15 minutes on one light, it actually costs more in labor than the light fixture itself. So, to be efficient, you need a clear plan and understanding of how HPS lights work and the right tools. They always bring a known good HPS lamp, a luminous wattmeter, and a voltmeter. Before even touching the electrical parts, the technician will take a minute or two to quickly look over the entire light fixture. They are looking for problems that might cause trouble later, like any signs of charge or heat damaged plastic, especially where the photocontrol plugs in, pinched or frayed wires, hot spots on the ballast, a sign it might be failing. Is the fixture mounted level? Are all the bolts and clamps holding it tight and in good condition? A loose fixture can cause other problems. Now let's look at common HPS light problems and their fixes. First is outages. The light is completely off. The most common problem, the light is just out. The most likely culprit is the lamp itself. The technician will take out the old lamp and install a known good HPS lamp. If it lights up, great, problem solved. The old lamp was bad. If it doesn't light up, okay, it's not just a lamp. The technician will then remove the known good lamp and install a luminous wattmeter. They will use the luminous wattmeter to figure out if the problem is with the starter, the wiring, or the power supply. They will also check for a small part called a capacitor bleed resistor, making sure it's not missing or broken. If the wattmeter lights up but the HPS lamp doesn't, this tells them the starter is likely bad. If the power supply is good and there is no wiring or photocontrol problems, then the entire light fixture itself should be replaced. The second problem could be cycling. The light keeps turning on and off. We learned that cycling is usually a sign of a lamp nearing its end of life, but it can also be caused by old age of the lamp, loose connections or bad wiring, especially with wind or traffic vibration, a malfunctioning defect in the lamp, an overly sensitive photocontrol, heat damage to the photocontrol's plug-in connection, too much ambient light confusing the photocontrol, a bad ballast or capacitor. Often, the lamp works when they arrive. This is because the wind or traffic vibration that was causing it to cycle has stopped. If the lamp isn't cycling when they get there, the technician will use the bump test we talked about. They strike the pole or gently bump the fixture arm to simulate vibration. If the lamp turns off, it's likely old, vibration-sensitive lamp that needs to be replaced. If it's still cycling after a new lamp, then they check the fixture's wiring for loose connections. Make sure the ballast and capacitor match the lamp's rating, and confirm the capacitor is wired correctly. If they can't find the problem after all that, the entire fixture should be replaced. If the vibration test doesn't make it cycle, they will check the photocontrol. They might turn the photocontrol away from strong light sources or add shields if needed, especially if light from the fixture itself, a tree, or building is reflecting back and confusing it. They will also ensure the lamp is the correct type for the fixture. The third problem they might test for are dim burners. The light is on but too weak. A light that's on but very dim usually means it's getting the wrong amount of power. Often, it's a wrong wattage lamp installed, like a 55-volt lamp in a 100-volt fixture, or a lower wattage lamp put in a higher wattage fixture. They will check the lamp's label and replace it with a correct size. The technician will use their wattmeter to measure the voltage coming into the fixture. If it's too low, that's the problem. Sometimes, if the ballast can be wired for different voltages, it can be wired incorrectly. They will check the wiring diagram and fix it. A disconnected or faulty capacitor can also cause a dim light. They will check and make sure the correct capacitor is used and wired properly. The fourth type of problem a technician might look at are day burners. The light stays on all day and night. This one is usually simple. The light won't turn off. Almost always this means the photocontrol is defective. They will replace it. If replacing the photocontrol doesn't fix it, they will check for an open wire, often the white wire from the photocontrol. If the problem persists, or if there's heat damage to the photocontrol receptacle, the entire fixture should be replaced. The fifth problem that the technician will look at is short lives of lamps. The lamp burns out quickly. If a new lamp dies very quickly after installation, they'll check that the lamp, ballast, and capacitor are all the correct match for each other. They might check a similar working light or the manufacturer's instructions for the correct capacitor size. Finally, they will review the wiring diagram to make sure the fixture hasn't been miswired. The sixth problems they might look at are unknown problems. If a technician isn't sure what's going on, they will treat it like an outage first. They will cover the photocell and listen for that clear click. If it growls, they replace it. If the lamp still doesn't come on, they put in a known good HPS lamp. If the lamp still doesn't work, they will then switch to the luminous wattmeter and troubleshoot as discussed. If the known good HPS lamp still doesn't light up after the wattmeter test, they will then test for cycling problems, using the bump test, checking photocontrol, etc. If this is the first time they're servicing this specific light fixture, they will replace the lamp and photocontrol. But if it's the second time they're visiting the same fixture for a problem, they will usually just remove and replace the entire fixture. It's often more cost-effective than chasing a persistent hidden issue. By using these systematic steps and understanding common problems, trained technicians can quickly bring light back to our streets and ensure our outdoor lighting systems operate efficiently and safely. Thanks for listening.